Hi, it's the Bella DeVera Foundation. I wanted to make a video about negative associations. Um, so this could be like you had an experience where um, someone was if you had I don't know, I'll just think of a random example of in your everyday life, like I don't know, let's say the microwave was running and then someone was yelling at you, or you know something like that, where you associate a sound with an experience. um you can get out of this way of thinking, so like the microwave doesn't bother you, so you're not having psychological problems with it. um uh this can be done in a negative way or a positive way. Like, don't do this, like, make sure you're not doing this on purpose or accidentally. Like, be mindful uh, of of this process that you can do, or this technique or whatever. Don't don't have this habit of associating things with stuff and get in a like a bad situation where you're always doing this, like in a negative way, like or to interact with people in a negative way, or such things. um but it's mind conditioning. That's how you can you know change the negative associations. But the thing is, I'm putting my own thoughts on this. I've seen such videos on YouTube, and they're different from what I'm thinking. Some The ironic process theory, when um like I think it's called white bear theory or problem. Whenever you hear like a polar bear, I just saw this on social media. um you know your brain automatically thinks of it when you're trying not to think of it. When you're trying not to think of something, it gets bigger. So my way of this negative association thing, dealing with that, use this ironic process theory for that. Don't, okay, so let's say the vacuum cleaner, brings up bad memories. Don't say, okay, I'm going to stop thinking the bad memory, when I hear the microwave or whatever I said. Don't just like try to replace the thought with a new thought, like whenever you hear the microwave, don't try to replace it with a nicer thought or something. What I want to suggest is try to associate it with something good, but do it with the ironic process theory, where it's mind conditioning in a way that's, it's not about just flipping what you're thinking about. It's using the ironic process theory with the positive association think of maybe a time where you did hear the microwave and it was a good experience, but try to think about like that good experience with the microwave instead of the negative one, but use the ironic process theory and try not to think of it, focus on trying not to think of the good thing, and then that can get bigger. You see what I'm saying? Don't just try to force yourself not to think of the negative situation, because that can get bigger then. You see what I'm saying is you have to train your mind, like with that kind of a, that process theory, that kind of a technique, that actually kind of works, um something like that where it's actually, working, not just saying, okay, I'm just gonna, think of something different. Try to make this a practice, using this ironic process theory. And, you know, if you need to make it a practice, like make it your own little kind of a meditation, do that, however you feel like it, but use that technique instead of just trying to say, okay, stop thinking that way, stop, or just trying to stop thinking a certain way is not going to maybe be as helpful. That's harder, like, because obviously it's going to maybe increase the thought. So use that, trying not to think of the good thing, and associate it with the microwave or the whatever, So anyway, that's my suggestion for that. So I'll be making more videos like this in the future soon, and feel free to comment on this video if you want.